Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Jags, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, this one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 46. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And the ball is knocked out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. George Karlaftis showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. George Karlaftis, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return, it's Tony. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive? Sometimes
it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Oh, he fakes the spike. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Lawrence going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Yellow. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And oh, it'll be
intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade and Orkin. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start with the option. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of thing.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts? Passing versus running on 2-point conversion. Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes now on first down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal to late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Odell Beckham as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, You've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Completes it to Hardman. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trayvon Walker from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he loses the football a second time. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now Lawrence. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And this has been a game of contrast somewhat, as you see. He's had success moving the ball on the ground. That fumble on the last drive, though, that's now 2 that he's lost in this game.
And that's where it really hurts. It makes things difficult on a coach because you mentioned the success he's having, yet if he keeps turning it over, it negates all of that success. Take care of the football, and he's headed for a big game.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. On 2nd and very short, Mahomes right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
George Karlaftis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mahomes finding Kelsey. Now hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. Mahomes will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 64 yards. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own home. We're pretty darn good.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kansas City starting a drive, hoping to utilize the speed of that man, McCole Hardman. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell, and the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
It's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The Jaguar season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.